Was it a big deal or no deal that the Bucs were shut out?
No deal. I don't think it matters at all that the Bucs were shut out. Let's not overreact. Tom Brady's 0-4 versus the Saints in the regular season. Remember, he got not shut out, but he got embarrassed last year, 38-3. The Bucs lost. Bucs had the fewest rushing attempts like in the history of the NFL over the last 40 seasons. I remind y'all, we saw the Bucs get dismantled by the Saints team. And the Bucs went on not only to beat the Saints in the playoffs, they went on to win a Super Bowl. It's not a big deal at all. Football is all about matchups. It's all about, like you say, styles make fights. We have to remember the Saints match up phenomenally well versus the Bucs. Marshawn Lattimore, he is the kryptonite to Mike Evans.
I like kryptonite, though. I like kryptonite. I like a kryptonite. I'm listening to you. Talk to me, man. Come on, Snoop.
Malcolm Jenkins. He is the kryptonite to Rob Gronkowski. He's guarded him well, dating back to when Jink was on the Philadelphia Eagles to now presently with Jink on the Saints. Cam Jordan, shout out to our dog, Cam Jordan, friend of the show, just got 100 sacks. He got 100 sacks.
Dog, you don't think I was in the bathroom slapping myself? I look like Trey and Boyden Hood. Damn it, Wally, you was sorry, and Cam is a beast. Congrats, bro.
Shout out to you, Cam. Cam, 100 sacks. 100? He matches up phenomenally well versus the Bucs. Styles make fights. The Saints match up great versus the Buccaneers. So it only matters if the Bucs have to see the Saints again. But if we're being honest, the Bucs always turn it up in the playoffs anyway. I looked into that game, and I cared not one bit that the Saints beat the Bucs.
Okay, I'm going to put you back on the spot. Like, you put me on that game show. I didn't know I was coming in here to get on one of these shows. Godwin has a torn ACL out for the season. Big deal or no deal?
No deal because Antonio Brown's coming back.
Okay, yeah. That forced the issue that was already going to occur, him coming back. But, boy, did that force the issue. I'm with you. No deal. Even though we're losing Godwin, good Lord, that hurts. And I'm talking about us because I'm talking about the champions. I'm talking about who represents the NFL as the best team last year and still the favorite to do it this year. No deal. I've learned this in life. I've learned this through my performances. I learned this through all the achievements I've had, so few, so many. That you can't react to the extremes. You can't react to the highs, and you can't react to the lows. You have to react to the median. You have to react to the law of averages, the things that's consistent, reliable, the things that really tell you over the course of time who you truly are. I look at this team over the course of time, this entire season, I see a better version than last year. But I understand some people have to squint to see those same things. More yards, more rushing yards, more passing yards, better third down percentage, and most importantly, the defense of last year is giving up fewer points this year than they were last year. That doesn't mean you're going to set sail on the same exact course and you're at a better pace and you're going to get there quicker, faster, and easier. It just means that if you didn't have belief in that team last year, they surprise you. You lose your belief in this team this year, they may surprise you as well. I'm looking at this team as a team that knows the course ahead, knows the rigors ahead. And they played against a team that just simply has their number. Let's talk about it. I was the fastest kid in my neighborhood. I was the fastest kid in my school. And that comes with an asterisk. That comes with a disclaimer. I never raced this one dude, Hanky. Nobody knows that I used to avoid Hanky. In the moment, everybody was like, Marcel's the fastest in school. I'm in the third grade beating sixth graders. It was one dude I knew not to race. He had a Washington football team, back then we called it something else, silk satin starter. And he used to show up every day, and I knew Hanky could run them things. And I always would... Hanky get close to the front. It's about 8 o'clock, the bell about to ring. All of a sudden, Marcel's got to go to the bathroom. Every single time I saw that silk starter showing up to the starting line. Point being, they're 0-4 against the Saints. But most importantly, when it matters most, they're 1-4 against the Saints. Because when they see them in the playoffs, they know how to respond.
So no deal that the Bucs got shut out by the Saints. But let me correct myself. It might be a major deal that the Bucs lost to the Saints for this reason. Playoff seeding. You do not want to see the Rams round one, and you do not, with any part of your eyes, want to see the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, they
round one.
They
You don't want to see either of those teams. Because the Bucs lost to the Saints, now the Bucs are now trailing the Cowboys, sitting at the 3 seed or the 4 seed, depending on what goes on the rest of the season with the Cardinals. Bucs might end up having to play the Niners round one. That's not a favorable matchup once again. I don't care that you got shut out by the Saints. I care that you lost to the Saints because now you no longer have the opportunity for the 1 seed as it stands. You're down to the 3 seed. I think whoever has to play the Niners will lose. I think whoever plays the Rams will likely lose. both of those teams, the Rams and the Niners, are coming in hot. It's like a fajita. So I look at it like, I don't care if y'all got shut out.
Yeah.
But by losing, Sel, you just made your path to the Super Bowl, your road to the Super Bowl, much more rugged of a terrain. That's why it matters to me.
Acho, let's get personal up here because I got so much respect for you. I had a long conversation at Crustaceans of Beverly Hills this Saturday evening.
Is that where you was at?
I was there.
I tweeted at you. You tweeted me back.
You tweeted at me? Why didn't you text me or call me, you millennial? Because what the hell you tweeted at me? I ain't online. I'm eating.
Posted the picture of the food on Twitter. So I hit you on Twitter and was like, hey, where that's at, bro?
You know I'm posting ghosts. I mean, that's for y'all. Here's the thing. I was eating, boy, eating good. Them garlic crab, them noodles. I was banging. I had a good conversation talking about you. I'll tell you more off mic because I don't know if it's all flattering. But the point is, we were talking real about my dog, who I think is real. Acho, when you were at your lowest of lows, let's talk professionally. As an NFL player, like you said, you were bouncing around a couple teams.
Year 3.
Or at your highest of highs. You didn't win the Emmy. You won 2 of them suckers. You know how long I've been doing this? I've been doing this since a long time and ain't got no Emmy in sight. But you have too. All I know is, did Acho lose his mind when he was at his low? Is he out of his mind now that he had his high? You had an even kill mindset. You believed in yourself and you said, I can rise from these ashes and also I can keep this high ride going. Same thing with this situation with these teams. I'm going to say a Wileyism and I hope you understand what I'm saying. Moments are not momentum. People need to understand what moments are not momentum. What you just gave me was momentum. You don't want to see the Rams. Don't you dare go out there and see Green Bay right now. That's momentum. It's about the moment. Because last year, people said Tampa Bay didn't want to see New Orleans. Oh, yes, we do. Bring it on. It's about the moment of truth, not the momentum you come into it with. A lot of times people don't like me because they say I'm a hater because I tell the truth too early, or they don't like a Wileyism because it doesn't apply to their life, even though if they look deep enough, it does. Let me give you some substance to this Wileyism. 2015, the Broncos started off 7-0. 7-0. They went 5-4 down the stretch, needed 2 overtime wins in that time as well. They were sputtering. They won the Super Bowl. 2013, the Seahawks lost 2 of their last 4. They won the Super Bowl. 2012, the Ravens lost 4 of their last 5. They won the Super Bowl. 2011, the Giants lost 5 of 6 before winning 2 regular season games and won the Super Bowl. Let's not get caught up in this, you got to be hot. Dallas Cowboys, oh, man, y'all sputtered at the wrong time. Is it the wrong time? I gave you countless examples of it doesn't have to be the wrong time if you live by the Wileyism. It's about the moment, not the momentum.
That's fair, but momentum, can I throw one more M in there? Momentum, matchup. That 2011 Giants team, I think you constantly remind me of, if not you others, they matched up real well versus those Patriots.
Up front.
Even that 07 Giants team, even more so matched up real well against those Patriots. Because up front, 07, I know you had O.C., Umenyiora, you had Strahan, you had Tuck, you had Kiwi. And then that 11 team, I believe you had them same dogs, maybe minus Justin Tuck. I don't remember if Tuck was still there or not.
I'm gonna tell you.
But yeah, you know better than I don't remember Tuck or Stray, but them dogs was there. It's about moments, momentum, but it's about matchups. The reason the Bucs got the Saints last year, Drew Brees had the worst game playoff-wise of his illustrious career.
How'd that happen? Anybody?
Bucs defense.
Oh, okay.
Bucs defense, absolutely.
Yeah,
but Tom Brady didn't play great now.
No.
Tom Brady did not at all play great. So if the Bucs have another phenomenal defensive showing, which we know they're beyond capable of in the playoffs, I ain't worried at all. But the Saints, regardless, they do match up very well versus the Bucs. But more than that, to me, man, Bucs, you don't want to make that path to the Super Bowl even more strenuous because the NFL is better this year than it has been since like the 1990s, and there's empirical data that backs that up. And you, during the course of the hardest NFL year, are going to make your road even tougher. That's my only concern.
Yeah, I mean, look, matchups and styles makes fights. We get that. But it sure is easy to match up against a team when Chris Godwin gets hurt, Fournette gets hurt, right? We talk about Mike Evans gets hurt, and you already walked into the game without AB. I don't know how well the U.S. matches up with Jamaica's relay team, but when Usain Bolt ain't there and the other two, when we running against the B team, we kind of match up a little better, right? That's the point of this conversation. And to bring it back a little levity, 2007, here we go. I'm retired in my mind, and by my performance, I thought. Thought the league got the memo that Wiley was done, shot. My knee was hurting, It wasn't even major. It's just my knee was hurting, and I was this guy. In part, why I went to Columbia is because I was like, I got to have the best of both worlds. In part, why I played 10 years and no longer is because I was like, I'm saving the rest of my life, my body, my bones, my mind, whatever it may be, for my family going forward. But I hit a crossroads. 2007, I'm getting a call from my agent. He's like, one more. The New York Football Giants want you, and they want you bad. I was like, why? Did they see me play the last 2 years at Jacksonville, the last year at Dallas, even a couple years in San Diego? And they see half my career, basically. They're like, no. They know you still. Dog, I was still an A-plus run stopper. Crazy enough, because I got this butt. You ain't going nowhere, boy. But the pass rush, my knee hurt, right? So I'm in that position. My knee still hurt. The other one ain't good, and this one hurt. So I'm in this position. I think Strahan held out, because he was making all that dough. And he was like, well, Strahan ain't there right now. They just need you to come in. And then when Strahan comes back, we still going to keep you. To me, it sounded like the okie doke. Like, as soon as Strahan come back, I'm ghost, right? But anyway, I was like, nah, I can't do it. And they were like, why? I was like, I got tired of getting clowned by dudes that I was better than and making more money than and older than. You know, these youngsters don't have no respect. So I was like, I can't do it. They won the Super Bowl. And looking back, my agent told me, some of the execs told me, oh, we didn't care what we got out of you. It was more your locker room presence, couple of first, second downs when Strahan was tired. Go in there and do what you got to do. I could have won a Super Bowl. That would have been my Emmy. I wouldn't be here talking to you right now, Acho. I'd be at the crib podcasting or doing something crazy.